Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about one of the popular topics among people who are trying to migrate to Canada. Is there a program in Canada where it allows you to get permanent residency without having a job offer? So if you are interested in this topic, stay until the end because I'm going to go through one particular option in this video, and at the end of the video I'll give you few more options that I will be making some videos about. So let's get started. So today I'm going to talk about options for people who are seeking the permanent residency in Canada without having a job offer. And at the end of the video, I'm going to mention few more options for getting a permanent residency without a job offer. If you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration related videos for US and Canada. If you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. And let's get started. First of all, I would like to mention that I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or any of my other videos is for information purpose only. For your personal immigration needs, you should contact an immigration lawyer. So almost all the programs in Express Entry and most of the PNP programs require a job offer as a primary requirement for that particular stream. There are 3 streams of Express Entry and almost 50 plus provincial nominee programs, but most of them require you to have a job offer to complete the requirements. And most of the aspiring immigrants are outside of Canada, and it is extremely difficult for a person living outside of the country to find a job within the country. So I often get questions on whether there is a pathway for permanent residency without a job offer. So in this video, I'm going to give you one option and I'm going to go through the details of that option. Now there are few programs, although far and between, that don't need a job offer as a primary requirement for provincial nomination. Now how is that possible? Let's look at it. Some provinces are looking for immigrants. Traditionally, Canada has attracted a lot of immigrants, but most of them tend to live around some major urban centers such as Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary, Montreal. Or they may choose one of those bigger provinces such as Ontario, Quebec or British Columbia. So in order to attract the talent and immigrants, some provinces have to take extra measures to sweeten the deals for immigrants. Sometimes they do it in the ways of relaxing some requirements, and one of them is job requirement, and that is the reality. So unlike Express Entry, some provinces have opened up some temporary pilot programs and they also don't need a very high CRA score. So I'm going to talk about one of the popular programs, which is a Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program, which has a special stream that does not require a job offer as a primary requirement. So there is a particular stream called Occupation in Demand within Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program. So the objective of this stream, the Occupation in Demand program, is to hire skilled immigrants, although not necessarily having a job offer. So workers without a job offer can apply in this particular stream of Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program. Now let's look at what are the qualifications required for this program. So if you are applying from outside of Canada, you need to have a legal status from the country that you are applying from. That is the first requirement. Or if you live outside of Canada and have a proof of status in Canada. If you are not a refugee claimant, then you must have at least 60 out of 100 points within the SINP program. You need to have a CLB4 of Canadian language benchmark, although some employers may ask for a higher CLB score. You must have a degree or a diploma in the field of interest. You must have experience in highly skilled occupation, which is in NOC 0, NOC A and NOC B at the least. Skill type 0 are the managers in the restaurant industry, in the mining industry and so on. Skill type A are doctors, dentists, architects. Skill type B are tradesmen, plumbers, electricians and so on. Now if your profession requires a license to operate, you must acquire that license in order to be eligible for this program. So say for instance, if you are a doctor, you must be an eligible doctor, or you must have an equivalency exam passed. Or if you are an electrician or a plumber, you must have that trade certificate. Your work experience should be related to the program you are applying for. And lastly, you must also have settlement funds for yourself and your family. So the first step in this process or in this subcategory is that you must submit an expression of interest based upon your documentation, your skills, your experience and all the qualification points that I just mentioned. The decision will be made to forward you an invitation for applying. Now the points that you score, as I said, you must have at least 60 points within this Saskatchewan matrix. That will determine your eligibility for the program. So obviously if you have greater score beyond 60, you will have more chance to get an invitation to apply. So it is important to note that this international skilled worker expression of interest is not actually an application. It is just that you are expressing an interest based on your experience and qualification for the program. All it means is you are applying for getting an invitation to make a full application. So once you have that invitation to apply, then you provide the full set of application for an approval. Now let's look at who are not eligible to apply for this program. So if you are already claiming a refugee status or an asylum status, you cannot participate in this program. You will also not be eligible if you fail to provide the documentation required by Saskatchewan nomination program. You will also have to show the intent to live and work in Saskatchewan, and this is a very important requirement. So in your application process, you must proactively provide enough documentation to prove your true intentions of living in Saskatchewan. This may be in the form of residential lease agreement or any other utility bills that you may be getting from the province. So the bottom line is you need to convince the officials that after getting a PR, you intend to live and stay and work in the province. Now at any stage, if the officer determines that you are not representing properly or you are misrepresenting yourself, you may be disqualified. As I mentioned earlier, you must score at least 60 out of 100 points from the point assessment grade. Now your points are based on experience, your age, your educational qualifications, and your connections in Saskatchewan job market. On the last point, you may be able to provide some references from Saskatchewan employers. Now you need to prepare all this application package and send it to the province. Please note that if your degree certificate or any other documentation from your home country is in a language other than English, you need to have it translated in English and notarized before submitting it. The entire application process can be done online. I will leave a link in the description of this video. It is very self-explanatory, but all the points that I have provided in this video have to be taken very seriously. The eligibility criteria for such program is very stringent, as there are a lot of applicants that apply in these categories, which is obvious because there is no job requirements, so majority of the applicants fall in this category. So in order to secure approval, you need to be very thorough with your documentation and submission of the package. So occupation in demand is a subcategory within Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program that will allow you to apply for a PR without having a job offer that we just went through. So I hope you got all the details about applying for this program, and for all of those who have been asking me questions about can I get a PR in Canada without having a job offer, this is your chance and this is your option. Now I also want to point out that this is not the only option for applying for a PR without a job offer, and I will be making a series of videos on all the programs that don't require a job offer in Canada. So if you haven't already subscribed, I highly recommend you subscribe to my channel so that you get notification on the videos that I will be creating. In the next few videos, I'll be giving 2 more options, pathway to permanent residency in Canada without having a job offer. If you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.